I actually kind of like her design. Long socks. Oh, she's the character, I actually know a lot of reactions on. Everyone really is kind of like, everyone's kind of going crazy for her. Yeah. I mean, I get why, I guess. I can't say I'm too different when it comes to that kind of stuff. It's just I'm not as talkative about it, I guess. I guess I'm not as open about the stuff in this kind of way. I'll scream about it. It's mainly my thing. But yeah, I'm really actually liking the design. I like the hair. I mean, I guess her faces, it's a bit more detailed than the faces in the game. It's just that female characters tend to have that issue where they have a bit of a doll face. That's what you call it. Generic anime girl face. It's just that it's very I guess it's a bit generic. I mean, I don't really mind too much because you say with power design I like, and I know before they really showed off that she has a lot of that the designer is the what's her name? I forgot her name, but she's the same woman who designed Bena. Then I learned that she also designed Kazumi and Josie, so I guess that's also why I kind of like the designs. Kind of funny. Yeah, I already seen a bit of about her already. Her Hiyachi moveset. She has a few Hiyachi moves, and even her Hizantro. It's just kind of funny that what you see here. It's just how do you describe it? She has a lot of unique moves. Interesting here too. Since this isn't really a reaction, I'm just mostly talking about it. Let me look at this real quick. Yeah, she's like moving back to the left. Actually, kind of interesting because I think here she has a unique stance. Yeah. So yeah, I already read up that she has the fighting style based off of what Taido. I know there's a Yakuza villain who uses that fighting style, and the stance here is very much like Heihachi, but I think earlier on she has a slightly different one. So no, Heihachi has that one move where he like dashes back quickly away, does a big old laugh. But here, I think she has something. I think she probably has like a stance that's to move back in a different direction, most likely. At least that's what it seems like, and she has some unique moves off of it. She has lots of evasive moves. That's probably just because of her yeah, probably unique style, which I don't mind. I mean, I think as long as the moves aren't like broken, because I know there's evasive moves, you evade mids, and she has a backdash, especially everybody else's backdash. So many moves I use against normal characters when they backdash would catch them, but when they don't, so many against Zafina. That's kind of a unique thing about her. That's kind of strong. I think here, as long as it's like the idea is about balancing. Sometimes it's not even about just how like over the top the attack like moves. Just how how easy it is to understand how to like deal with it because the move is very punishable. But and you can probably tell because normally stance characters you tell when a move is punishable whenever you block a move and it goes straight into stance because normally any move after that would be too slow to actually continue on the pressure. So that's kind of how it works with some characters. That's how it works with Leroy. Pretty sure Zafina on some strings. And I don't know about Horing. I know Horing's you were I know you I think you can with some moves. I know you're like meant to like, stock his big ones and like block his punishable ones. When he begins to string, I think what down 4-2, down 4-3, whatever you call it. Normally with Brian I would use Northern Cross, but Tekken 8 can't nerf that so it doesn't launch anymore, so I gotta get better timing and use my War Rising 3, which is, Trope Frame. It's much faster, but I'm not good at using it, so I got, change up things. But I actually do kind of like her stance. I actually thought this was a separate stance and she has a unique one. But I think this one is just the one she most uses, which, I do like it. I just one or not. Oh, that's oh, wait. Oh, she has a top. Yep. And that's a, well, that's a funny little pause. Yeah, you already saw her, she has a lot of those moves to just evade. It's kind of interesting, actually. I didn't actually know, I don't know. She has a lot of evasive moves, moves like Rush In. I mean, electricals have those, so it's fine. It's just kind of funny seeing all these kind of things. You can see in the roll in. I mean, that's follow up, or that's just like a move she could do normally. Because it looks like she might be a follow up actually. But yeah, she has a lot of evasive moves. It seems. You know, duck into a high. It's probably gonna be a safe because highs generally tend to be very safe, and I'm fine with that. I guess it's kind of slow as long as it doesn't evade mids. Nice thing. But they're a fun move to watch. And I guess since everybody's gonna be playing her anyways, it's probably gonna be forced to run the matchup anyways. And she's a basic character. It's a lot easier to figure them out. So it's a very interesting move here, actually. Yeah. Actually, she was forced into a... Huh. She was forced into a while crouching, so I wonder if this is the while rising move that she can do. Into a, yeah, some kind of sparking move into a high. And that seems to be a plus. I mean, that, it might be plus because she just grabs him out of his move right after using a possibly 12 frame grab. It's interesting actually because I think it might be okay. She did a grab exactly as they did the response. I think it might be like +1, might be neutral. Hey, is generally not. I don't think it's common for them to always be plus. They just seem to be safe, and that's kind of the thing. But yeah, high into a high, probably duckable. But I imagine there's like a stance. I think it's most likely a move that she could do follow-ups on different kinds of attack. That's what I imagine, you know. But it's like it might be a rising one because she was forced into while crouching there for a second with by a largest move. Hmm. It's actually kind of interesting. I have no idea how they're gonna this is gonna actually be. Oh, very long grab. Oh, that went into a cinematic, didn't it? So I don't know if it's just a part of like maybe she gets like a unique finish off of that. It's one of those, or it just kind of like cuts straight to one of her outros, which would be kind of funny. Oh wait a second. Oh, he transitioned from that into. Never mind. So everyone's always confused. Everyone's always confused by her calling him Jin Senpai. I have no idea either. I think people say it might be because he's like he's older than her and because he trained Heihachi as well and Heihachi also trained her. That's kind of what people are thinking. But yeah, earlier I think the transition may have gone into a like maybe a natural actually that she doesn't attack off of and it's just a transition. But I guess it looks kind of fun. Um, I'll just say exactly. And here I kind of like the actuals actually. Everyone's going, "Who are you?" Because nobody knows, what happens. Oh, I forgot. This is a Heihachi move, isn't it? Bam. Yeah, that's the move that yeah. What am I saying? It knocks him back. Yep, and goes straight to a high. It looks similar to the previous one she, did. The possible Wild Rising move. Yeah. Those kind of so a few of those are moves that I'm actually confused about because she's going into heat moves now. Yeah. So yeah, she gets an extension off of that it seems. And I'm kind of wondering what she gets off of that. What am I thinking about? It's actually stuff I don't know too much about because let's see. So yeah, they're kind of turning a lot of probably hey, I just big moves into these that kind of extend. Which is kind of yeah, I think I don't mind. Let me see. This part right here. She has a little spark there, kind of like how Brian has with his not Brian, but actually like I could kind of have that with some moves that charge up but have multiple hits in. She has quite a bit of those, and they all kind of like I think they're meant to signify whenever moves become really, really strong. But it's kind of interesting actually, because now Brian has it off of his forward 4-3. When you put charge up, after that spark, I think it means reaches like its max power. So imagine the poop has like different ways to end it, sooner. But since the fact that she's been on the ground and dog's highs means she's probably like Oscar's back forward, down back forward. She spins. I don't think that move has any sparking animations because it's just most the same attack done rather than it being charging up. But the fact that this move charges up and can wall break means it's probably like a move you, yeah. She spins a lot, I think. Yeah. Oh. She excuse me. So she would the attacking, so she could be done in combos. I wonder how it's gonna be done in the opening because to being the same attacks. I don't know if there's any extra launching attacks. Man, I am coughing. I mean, I am. What am I doing? Wall break. Yep, string. Now that's unique. So she's still in heat. So like, since that's like a really long string, that's probably just gonna be like a really long string she could do off of that. Kind of like like one string Kazuya does, which yeah, it's probably gonna be a move that's gonna be like only the first few hits are gonna be natural, then the next one's gonna be able to be blocked. And like that's what I imagine it's gonna be. So that's kind of what I think it's gonna be. Also, I forgot to mention this area has a lot of like demonic themes to it. I think right only theme. No, it's very Akuma themed. I know it's the I think they remodeled that same Mishima like what was it called area the map the Mishima uh the Mishima Dojo, they remodeled that, I think. It made it more to like what I know they added multiple wall breaks, kind of like Howard's esteem. What? The geese map basically. I think what they're doing now is making a small map at the beginning with multiple breakable floors. Basically Mishima Dojo, but it's the Howard estate basically. I have no idea if they're gonna be in area outside the map, but we'll see. Because I know they're also doing it, Akuma theme with everything. I guess they had a big impact. It kind of make design like this. They're definitely more from like it's like the more from different maps into each other, I guess, than ones people liked, I guess. Eh, I don't know. I know it was good for Asuka, but I guess having breakable walls could be good for some characters, which I don't mind. Oh, that's interesting too. So I'm wondering what else gonna be about. I think. And that's Heihachi's outro. I like that face. There's actually there's actually a lot more detail in the faces, I think, in terms of how they move. I know it said the faces pretty generic, like with female character, but that's just Tekken overall. But I think them adding in facial animations to these characters actually has quite a lot. Actually, I'm liking it a lot more the more I see it in motion. Let me look back a second. Yep. Oh yeah, that. So I think that move is what move is she doing? What he's doing? I think that's the most troll by 13 frame. Oh, hook fist. Yeah, I don't know how nice that is. It's probably like jab, 12 frame, 13 frame punishable. But yeah, she goes into a into that. Because I'm pretty sure he actually has a move like that too. I know he has one off of like his oh no, he hasn't moved that transition from that into his rage trap. So I guess modifying that so it goes into a heat state now. The electricity. Oh yeah, that charges up and goes into a thing. What am I thinking about this? I don't know. It's probably a fast potion, probably meant to go into pressure, into mix of situations. It's actually kind of insane if you could just do that. I mean, I think characters can too, but I don't know how to describe it. That's interesting too. So if you saw, she actually lost her she lost her heat from that too. Yep, health creep. So the fact that I think that might be a heat move because I know this is one later on too, where she drags her to the floor and throws into the wall. I think she might have multiple heat finishers actually to do different things. And this one might be for damage, the other one might be for wall carry and just wall breaking. So that's what I imagine it's gonna be. Yeah, but I know she had a low into a high. I wonder if that's gonna be like a. Yeah, everyone's gonna like that. Also, this track is very Shin Megami Tensei 4 for me. It's actually kind of interesting. But yeah, I'm actually liking it. It's pretty loud music, actually, right? For every ears. Right. Yeah. What I was gonna say, but yeah. She has to go into a high too, you're on into that health sweep cinematic. So I'm wondering if that's gonna be like a move that you could duck, since the moves seem kind of disconnected. Or if it's go into a high that's, natural and it's more for pressure. I mean, I don't know how much damage it's gonna do. I didn't want to see like the actual frame data, the numbers, how natural it's gonna be. This stuff might not be as, over the top, especially since these trailers don't have like, these trailers don't have stuff. What am I talking about? It's interesting movie. They don't have combos like, actual game combos. They're more short, do strings, and show off the mechanics. Yeah, I just chance a lot. This is the big part. The electrics. And that's the other one too. Yeah, so yeah, I think she lost that. Oh yeah, this. Hey, I just parried. Let me go back for a second. It's weird seeing her do the regular electric Mashima. When I thought, she would do electrics, I kind of thought she had a unique animation. It's the same as the Hachi's. I guess that's fine. They're very quick, hard to be spot. But it's so funny how they're using still really old animations from the characters. Pretty funny. What I like too is that she has very unique, she has very, the electricity she shows off is very, different. It's yellow, bright yellow electricity. I wish I could, like, say something about that, but it isn't too much. And here I think, yeah, it goes straight into heat. To a bound. So yeah, I think that might be a. Let me check real quick. I'm so confused. Because I think, I think she does electric faster, I think. It better not be one thing faster than Kazuya's. Yeah, she uses up her move. So yeah, I think she gets one that wall bounds, and then one that, one breaks, and then one that goes into low. Yep. Parry. I like them all. The fact that she's in heat means, can she use them in heat? I think she might be able to use those in heat, actually, now that I think about them. No? Regular one? Okay, no, she was already in heat. But she see that little effect again. I don't know if that's just because of the parry, because of, like, the parry itself that has that little, like, effect that some characters tend to have when they try to remove. I think it might just be because she's in heat. And it might just buff up her parries. That might be kind of cool, actually. And of course, she stomps on you. A lot of people kind of like those, it seems. They close to admit to me. I'll just hit this play again. Yep, Berserk reference and Heihachi's logo. I know Broadport said that, but you know, I thought that too. Yep, her design. I think her design is actually. I like her body, like everything else about her. It's just, I guess the face is just similar to everybody else, but I still like it. I think a lot of my characters tend to, you know, be really, really into. I mean, and I guess I'm not too different. I like her too. It's just I do want to try her out, especially because I do want to play Mishima, and I guess I never really liked them too much. I have interesting opinions on Mishimos, I guess. Let me just play this quieter as I hear about Mishimas. Yeah, I guess Mishima's always been a character I've always been mixed on because I never really like, you know, like I like them like in high level play, but people say they're difficult, and for me, so far I guess from all my experience, I've always found them to be very you know, increase the audio slightly. Oops, I think I just there we go. For me, I feel like the electrics has always been the things that have been mostly. The electrics are the only thing I find difficult about them, it seems. Because, you know, with Jin, all the regular moves to going through turns pretty easily, electrics being pretty difficult to go into, but, you know. Electrics are actually, like, you know, they're actually hard as just. When you've been playing for Tekkken for so long, I imagine they get really, really easy, and then after that some point, you know, the difficulty of using them has never been, you know, it's not actually just there anymore. Now you get a really broken move that's what has a lot of pushback, safe on block, hard to punish, has a really big hitbox. I think probably the highest already, like, you know, high in the game, so it's just a great move all around that you can't really, you know, punish easily. And I could punish it sometimes, but I could punish, you know, with Brian, but I can't do it all the time easily. Just my thoughts, especially since, you know, because I really like watching Mishima players who like make use of the difficult moves and actually, you know, do all the really, really hard stuff. I know in tournaments they aren't the greatest because mix-ups aren't too great, and Kazu's regular pokes aren't too strong, but Heihachi and Jin, I still see them every now and then. They're actually, like, you know, doing good. And I know in tournaments it matters a lot more actually having a strong move like that, but in regular play, very, very, you know, broken moves that, from what I see, are the only difficult aspects about them. You know, I guess if they add more difficult, you know, moves to them that aren't just that, or make it so alongside having a difficult, you know, execution barrier, you do have like an actual, like, you know, you have to put more thought into how you use them because, you know, maybe you can make it more punishable. It's just them being more punishable, it's, you know, makes it easier. And then for me, since they have a big old electric sound effect, just make it a lot easier to punish for me sometimes, but not always. They just make it easier to punish than some of the moves. And I think her having, I think Reina actually having more, let me look back a bit. Having more, fashion moves with electric effects all around to make it easier to punish them, because for me, having a sound effect like that, you know, and having it be bright yellow rather than bright blue, which I think is a bit easier to spot from a distance rather than blue, it might make it easier to punish. Just for me, I guess. I don't know. I guess what I always wanted Tekken to have is like, I know they're facing a lot of issues with like super goal spam, being able to fight against everything leaderboards means you could probably just, you know, fight anybody you want that hits you hate fighting and just, you know, practice against that, because for me I've always been you know, for me I've always been I don't know how to describe it. I've always been kind of difficult at punishing stuff, and I've always been, you know, easy when it comes to the winning matchups, but I think super goal spam is probably the best thing in the game could have. And oh god, this is a Troy Mate song. Yeah. This is my video on Reina. Just basically yelling about her, basically. This is mostly a breakdown where I thought, you know, my thoughts in general. Well, I can't now make that much on a video because I am really lazy. I'll watch it one more time, I think. Just see what I've got. Yeah. I forgot, where's like a natural like choker or collar on her neck? I've always liked those, actually. That's all I can really think of. Yeah, Reina. I don't know if that name means anything. Probably not. Yep, Taido. Yakuza villain. Ducking. I think she ducked. When did she duck? No, I think those are highs. Cause I don't think. I think those are his Horangi's, whatever your flamingo kicks that, you know. Yep. Some evasive moves. I grab it, beats him out. Yep. I still wonder what, like, you know, she means from all that. We finally have a chance to fight. I mean, she's probably been following Jin, just wants to fight him. Because I don't think she's like a villain type of character. Probably she's just probably a character who wants to like fight people and just wants to like meet the people that I guess she probably knew about before. Because I don't know much about story implications. I expect the main story will most likely be about just Jin fighting Kazuya with Reina kind of appearing every now and then. Maybe when she has her own character, like maybe in her own like arcade one, she have her own ending, like explains it more. And I also really hope the arcade ones actually get more stuff. But yeah, I think this is all I've got really. In the description I'll probably put a link to my Discord channel, Discord server, one of them. Well, the one I mod. I don't really own one, but I modded Tekkken server if you want to join that one. And yeah, I've been through it. Oh, that's right, Omen got this, huh? She has a lot of Heihachi moves. I actually kind of like that, and I always liked Heihachi's always been my favorite Mishima when it comes to moves. He's been the one that probably been interested in playing the most, so I think having Reina there, being a character where I kind of like design of more, might just more actually. That's probably it, I think. Where are you? Yeah. I do like her first expressions. Probably the most like notable ones out of any female character, so I'm probably gonna change his opinion on that a little bit. But we'll see when she releases January 26th, man. That's a few days before Persona 3. Man, I gotta make that video. And then when that video, I make that one, I'll probably, actually play Tekken 8 and stream it a ton. But I still got a while before then, and I also try streaming Tekken. So, yeah. I'll see you guys next time.